It's Monday. It's Mark Pires, President's Day, and it's Real Talk! This is the daily vlog designed to help you make smarter moves. So if you have any topics you want me to cover going forward, just let me know. Shoot me a DM. Let's keep this puppy going. All right, I go on 4 different live chats a day. I start on Instagram, go over to LinkedIn, Facebook, and then we end here on YouTube. And this, I love doing the YouTube to finish because I can just kind of go, and I think you guys are okay with hearing a little bit more on the topic. So it's President's Day, and I thought it was a pretty good time to point out a quote I came up with yesterday based on someone liking one of my posts, and I was excited. You know, I started doing Real Talk a little over a month and a half ago, and you know, I'm doing this based on what inside my intuition's telling me to just keep going. And so when this person liked my post, I just thought this. I said, don't ever resist your intuition. Let it be your guide. And I was thinking about those words because I'm letting my intuition guide me. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what words are going to come out. I don't know if it's going to help you or if it's going to help somebody else. I just know it feels right to be saying this. It feels right to be doing this. And I'm not going to resist my intuition. I've done that. I'm 40. I've done a lot of resisting in my life and a lot of not listening to what this is telling me. I think it's important. You need to hear your inner voice. We all have one. Now, the problem is you won't hear it until you know who you are. You're going to have to figure that out. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I did it. I have no idea when I came to the understanding of this is me. I do understand that for the first 18 years of my life, I didn't even know I was an artist. I didn't know I was a musician. I wrote 100 and something songs, and I never did that until I was 18 years old. My first 18 years of my life, music was not even a part of my life. I was sports related. That to me is mind-blowing. Your intuition. Was my intuition ever telling me to do something with music? Yes. When I was 9, 10 years old, I remember hearing the song For Release. You know that tune. I loved it. I love that song. I just love the meandering feeling and just the notes and the way everything comes together. And that song drew me in as a young kid. But I never was focused on music until I bought my first guitar at 18 years old after going to a party and seeing someone play a guitar for the first time at 17 and a half. This is a very, very exciting thing, okay? If I was looking inside myself earlier on, and I just couldn't find it. I didn't know what it was I was looking for. You're so confused when you're younger. You're so confused because you see all these people around you and they're all different. Everyone's got different qualities. And you're looking at them and you're saying, well, that person likes that guy and he looks like he's doing this, so maybe I should be doing that's not. But when you're a kid, you don't know any better. You're just feeling around. You're just trying to figure out what's what. So that's why I think in general, it takes time in order to feel confident enough within yourself of who you are, what you can offer the world. And once you know that, you can really dig deep and find something special within yourself. We all have it. Every single person on this planet has something to offer. We're not here together for some coincidence. There is a reason we are all here at the same time. I don't know. We have to figure it out. There are people here helping me in a certain capacity. Hopefully I can help somebody else in a certain capacity. We're all here to do something, and it's all in a positive. Forget about the negatives. There's too many people doing negative things to destroy the world. We need to find that beautiful, unique detail within ourselves that's going to benefit mankind, and we all have to let it shine. And that's it, guys. It's President's Day. Do you realize to become the President of the United States of America, you've got to follow your intuition. You don't become the president because people tell you where to go. These guys followed their intuition. Abraham Lincoln, he followed his intuition right to the Oval Office. He knew there was a path. This is where he needed to go. Now, on my podcast the other night, I made this correlation that it's not even you knowing you need to go in a certain direction. You're being drawn by that thing. He was drawn by the presidency of the United States of America. He was drawn by that office. It pulled him in. He was a lawyer. He didn't say, I want to be the president one day. It drew him in. I wrote 100 songs. I traveled. I performed for people. I've always given advice to people just on the one-offs. Hey, what do you think of this? And I'm having a problem with what do you think? And just, I don't know, something just has the answer. The right answer is always just right there. And it's not even here, it's here. It comes right out of here. I don't think about it. It just comes right out. And that's what I think is important with life. There's something within us that's it's natural. It just naturally comes out. That is what you need to find within yourself. But you need to look really long and hard in the mirror first. You have to know your flaws. You have to know what you do good and what you don't. And make peace with it. If you can't change something, you can't change something. Live with it and focus on the stuff you can change. This is a long-winded real talk. I hope you guys got something out of it. I just feel like your intuition is there for a reason. I hear mine so loud now. And I don't know if I'm just more, I don't know. I feel like everything, if it doesn't come out of you like this, it's not real. It's not authentic. There's got to be an energy behind it. And I think most of it's about an optimism. I think that's what I can pinpoint mine as, an optimism. I'm optimistic that people are going to do the right thing, that people are going to treat each other kindly, that they're going to give, that they're not going to be so greedy. I'm optimistic. Now, are they? I think in general, people do what they want to do. There's a group. You hang out with the group that makes you feel a certain way. But the idea that you're worried that the worst thing in the world could happen at every single moment, it's not going to get you anywhere in life. That goes back to that whole thing we talked about yesterday, which is taking shots. You can't have a fear. What is the worst that happens? You fail? Isn't that so much better than saying I could have? I look back on some of the inventions I've come up with and that I didn't do anything with. And now, some of them are on the market. A few of them I'm still holding close and hoping that I didn't put them out in the universe and somebody's going to take them from me. But a good idea is a good idea. And just because you have it doesn't mean someone else isn't going to come up with it. And it just comes out of the universe. It comes right out of the universe. It comes right out of here. I thought of a new one today. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I thought of a new invention today that will make the world a better place for a lot of people. I'm always trying to find a solution to a problem. My invention, the gig box, solution to a problem. I used to have to hire a drummer. I could never add percussion by myself. I didn't have a comfortable seat. I have all those things with the gig box. And it's an energy builder. And it has omnitone. And all the things it does now are offshoots of the original design intent. So my point is very simple. Follow your intuition. You don't know how big your idea is going to be until you follow your intuition all the way to the finish line. So that's it for today, guys. It's Mark Pires. This is Real Talk, and I will see you on the next episode. This was almost more like a podcast episode. I mean, about 9 minutes. Jeez, guys, come on. But I hope you enjoyed some of this and you got something out of it. And I think this is there's a lot of good content to take away into your day. And just really try to listen to yourself more. Don't listen to the people around you. People are very good at persuading you by saying something that all of a sudden you're in your head. You're in your head. You're thinking about it just because they said something. Don't listen so much. Take it with a grain of salt. Who are you going to listen to anyway? You're going to listen to somebody who's not doing the same thing? You're going to listen to somebody who's afraid to do what you're doing? No. You do what your heart is telling you to do. You'll be okay. If you have fear and you stop yourself because somebody who has fear tells you that you shouldn't do that. Oh, you can't do that. The only reason you say I can't do it is because you're afraid to do anything. You've got to get up. Got to go. 40, guys. I'm 40. What do I know? I want to wait another 2-3 years to find the goals that I have in mind? No. I'm gonna make them happen. You make your own life. You make your own existence. You make your misery or you make your happiness. I'm choosing to make my happiness. I talked about this in the podcast as well, I think the other night. I'm going to go back. I'm not done. We're doing a podcast episode today, whatever. Video podcast, VlogCast. I can't do more than I'm doing, okay? But I'm also not going to slow down. My children, my oldest is 10 years old. Youngest is 3.5. Do I really want to push like I'm pushing right now for the rest of my life? No. I want to be able to enjoy my life. This is why I'm taking the steps I'm taking. I'm doing whatever I have to do. I get on every day because I have something to say. I'm realizing I have a voice that I didn't know I had. I knew I had it. I just was afraid to say it. I was afraid to come out and be me. I remember moments in my life. I used to do a lot of crazy things. I was a celebrity impressionist. I'm not doing any of that stuff for you guys because that's not what this is about. This is about talking from what's inside the soul. It's not about being funny. Funny is easy to do. You can say things to make people laugh. That's not the intention here. The intention is to get you up and make you realize that you are special. You have something to give this world. So I don't know what else to tell you besides that I am fully following my intuition now. I'm doing every single thing that it's telling me to do. And I'll tell you, I hear a lot of this around me. I hear a lot of it. I hear a lot of people talking, a lot of people saying, what is he doing? I hear a lot of it. But what I pay attention to is the guy who liked my post yesterday. And what I pay attention to is this other guy who blows my mind that he liked my post I didn't even tell anybody about from 2 weeks ago. But the fact that the thought leaders are patting me on the back and saying, you know what? That's cool. That's good. I like that. That is what I care about. You got to be less concerned about the people around you and how if they support you or not. You're going to find very little support from the people around you. It's just the way it is. I don't know why, but people don't like to support change. They want things to stay the same because that's when they thrive. When someone's shaking things up, it makes them nervous. And then all of a sudden they don't like you and they start treating you differently and they don't acknowledge things. I don't know. This is the world we live in. But I can't change me, okay? I can't stop being me just because someone else is insecure. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm here to be me. I was put on this planet to be authentic. And it maybe took me 40 years to understand that, 39 years to understand that. I was thinking about this. I have to find this. Last year, I believe it was November or December of last year, right before I turned 40, I just finished recording a song off my acoustic album that I never released. I'm planning on doing this at some point. Maybe I'll do this on SoundCloud as I'll release this full acoustic album I did. By acoustic, I mean I played every single instrument, but I did it prior to inventing the gig box, so I really don't have much of songs with gig box in there, and then that hard drive crapped out when I moved from my old house to my new house, so I don't have the multi-track footage anymore, the files, so I can't add, I can't edit, kills me. But I do have mixed down versions from 8 years ago that I'm going to release so everybody can hear these songs. But I just finished a newer one, and I was listening to it in the car, and something came over me. I started thinking to myself, why am I holding all this material to myself? Why? I retired from music in 2007, 2008. Why have I held all of this material to myself? And I love it. I just love these songs. They're songs I wrote over the years and I never released. But I've been keeping them to myself for 10 years. So I have this 4 or 5 minute video that I'm going to find and I'm going to post. Because during that video, what I explained is I'm coming back out, guys. I'm turning 40 in a few months, and I've been on the sidelines for 10 years. I've been recording all this music. I've been doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm getting back out there. You're going to see Mark Pires again. I'm going to go out there. You're going to hear my music. You're going to see this. And I want to see that because now it's been a year. It's been a year since I said that, and I did that, and I didn't post it because I was kind of afraid. I was afraid to hear what people thought when I'd say, I'm coming back out there with my songs, and I'm going to get my music back out there, and I'm going to go and get the gig box out there. That was the whole conversation. I have a patent, I have an invention, and what am I doing with it in my house, just sitting there? Get up and go. So that's what I did. I got the gig box going. My patent I've had for a few years. Real estate was going okay. Real estate is not. This is just a tough business that we're in right now. And we have a situation where you have a lot of inventory, very few buyers, tons of agents. Everybody needs transactions. So we're dealing with what we're dealing with. But at the end of the day, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You've just got to be you. You've got to be authentic, and you've got to drive forward. And when I'm finding that my career isn't moving the way I need it to be going, that's when my mind starts going in a million different directions. Well, okay, what can I do? I've got to correct course. I'm turning 41 this year. Do I really want to miss my children's entire lives? I can't. I can't do that. I need to make my life everything it's possibly able to be, or fail trying. I'm not going to sit on the sidelines anymore. I sat on the sidelines for 10 years, pushing a real estate career, trying to make a business. And you know what? I did really well. It's not like I didn't do well, and I have a family, and I've got 3 children, and I've got a house. These are great things. I'm not complaining. I'm not. I just don't like the struggle. All right? This is a world where they throw so much at you, and somehow you have to figure out how to navigate through. I don't understand sometimes, because there's so much garbage in front of us, and we have to just push it aside, and we got to keep going. We got to keep going, and then you're dead. That's it. You keep going, and then you're dead. And I don't want that. That's just the way it's been for everybody through history. You wade through the garbage. They knock you down. You try to get back up, they knock you down, and then you're dead. By the way, enjoy. No. Get up. Do something now. Make it happen, and find some time for the rest of your life to enjoy. Okay? Don't be that guy who finds his success and then spends the rest of his life building that success even higher and higher and higher and higher. Why? You can't take it with you. Get to a point where you can enjoy your life, okay? You can still focus on some business, but enjoy your family. I wish I could enjoy my family. You guys think that, always doing this real talk. Yes, I am. I'm doing this because I've got something to say, and I want you to know. Because at the end of the day, if what I have to say means anything, maybe I'll get to spend more time with my family. We're all here to help each other. We have to figure out how. We have to figure out what we do for each other. It's a big puzzle. My piece fits there, yours fits here. You gotta look within first, though. That's it. This is a super long, I'm calling this the podcast edition of Mark Pires Real Talk on YouTube. I've been thinking about doing that anyway when I go for my podcast, actually just setting the camera up and recording the full podcast onto YouTube at the same time as I'm doing the audio. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know, but this is a good short run here. I was thinking of doing a podcast today anyway, so I guess I got this one in. Anyway, it's Mark Pires. It's Real Talk. I hope you guys took something from this. And if anybody watched this thing all the way through, I want you to shoot me a message below and let me know, okay? Because I still keep hearing from people, you got to keep it short. Nobody wants to hear a long podcast or wants to see a video of like 17 minutes long. But let me know. Did you get anything out of this? And if you did, I'm doing it. I'm going back on tomorrow. You're going to see me every day anyway. But I'm just saying, hopefully you get something out of this. And if you have any topics you want me to go into, just let me know. All of this happens in real time, guys. I don't plan anything out. The only thing I planned out today is I wrote this down. Don't ever resist your intuition. Let it be your guide. And that's it. And then I go from there. So this is Mark Pires. This is as real as it gets. It's Real Talk. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next episode.